Jesse here at GPS City. Let's just take a look at some of the settings you can change in the Zumo 660 GPS. To access your settings, just go into Tools. In Tools, go into Settings. And once you're in Setting, there's a few things we can change. We could go into System. In System, we could turn GPS Simulator on. So if we're indoors and we want to simulate a route, we just turn off the GPS and turn on the simulator here. We could also change our units from miles to kilometers. We could also change our keyboard layout and our usage mode. Keyboard layout is going to allow you to change it from the large mode, which allows you to use with your gloved fingers, or if you don't have any gloves on, you could just go back to the regular QWERTY, which is just like your home PC or Mac, or alphabetical order keyboard A, B, C, D, E by clicking one of the options you want. You could also restore your GPS from this screen also, and this is going to restore all these to the default. Also, you could go into About and learn a little more about what's in your GPS, such as the software version to see if you need an update, the detailed maps to see if you need a map update, and you could also see what base map you have loaded. Other settings you can change. You could change your navigation settings. In navigation, you could change your route preference from fastest time to shortest distance, least use of highways, recalculation mode, automatic, or you could have the unit prompt you to ask you if you want to recalculate or not. And then also we have avoidances we can enable or disable. We have our display settings. Display settings are pretty important because if you're just running off the internal battery with no external power, you could change the brightness of the backlight so you could conserve power while walking around. We also have the touchscreen calibration. If you notice that the touchscreen isn't quite working properly and you touch one place but it seems to touch over there, just go into Calibrate and you can recalibrate everything so it works. We also have our time settings, so you could set it from 12-hour to 24-hour clock, also your current time. You could also change your language. Inside language, you could change the voice from one that speaks street names to one that does not. To choose one that does not speak the street names, you just need to look for a voice that doesn't say speak streets names. We've got our text, and we also have our keyboard layout, whether it be English, French, Spanish, and so on. We have our map settings. In map, we could show more or less detail. Of course, if you show higher detail, there's going to be more information on the screen. As you can see, those buildings pop up. When I hit high and when I hit normal, they disappear. And you could even go low. If you go to low, your screen will refresh a lot quicker, but this unit's pretty quick, so leaving it on high is sufficient. You could also change the map view mode from 3D to track up to north up. We could also change the vehicle, so we could change from the standard Garmin motorcyclist in the Zumo series to a car or a truck. And there's many options, and you can even download more from Garmin's website. And we have our trip log. We can hide or show it. If we show it, it just shows a little more info on the screen. Right now we're still at the factory, so we're not seeing anything, but what you would normally see is little lines going wherever you've driven. And then on the map screen we could also figure out what map info we have in here. We have one other page, and on this page we could change our settings of our fuel gauge in our Zumo. We could also change our Bluetooth settings or add a phone or take a phone off the list, and we could also add our security. With security, you would have to enter in a PIN. If you forget your PIN, don't worry, because you could just take it to your home location to unlock it automatically. Now that was a quick look at the settings in the Garmin Zumo 660 GPS.